Welcome back. So on this week's episode, we're elk hunting. It's a two-part episode. We start out with Andy up north. He's, where you at?
Northern Alberta.
Yeah, so he's chasing some elk around there in his honey hole that he goes to year after year. And then on part two, we actually have an amazing hunt. It's one of the first times it's ever happened to me. We won't give a spoiler alert, but we do good.
We do really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You notice how I just said Northern Alberta and did not give it any more description than that, just a general large area?
Yep. That's the northern part of Alberta. So basically from Edmonton north.
Yeah, that's where I was hunting, right there.
Yeah.
But had an incredible season. It was one for the books. I was lucky enough to arrow one, and then Adam and I had something awesome that happened. First time in our probably hunting careers, hey?
Yep, ever. So that's part two of this one. So you're going to have to stick around to see that. And you're not going to want to miss this episode.
Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by Scree Canada. Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by these fine sponsors: Tooth of the Arrow Broadheads, Victory Archery, Portable Winch Company, Scent Relief, Archery World, Alberta's premier archery destination.
All right, well, 2022 season is 2 weeks away, and I'm fortunate enough to live just over a ridge from where I elk hunt. So it is 8:30 right now and 30 degrees out. The joys of August, I guess. And I'm just gonna pop over a few hills here and see if I can see where these elk are. I'm getting a whole bunch of hits on my trail cams, and we've had nothing but action. There's a bear, a whole pile of elk, a couple of really good whitetail, and yeah, it's shaping up to be a heck of a season. So we're gonna take a little poke around, check a few ridges, and see if these elk are out and about. If they are, then I'm gonna get excited for the next 2 weeks. But basically now is the crunch time, so I'm out every night watching, patterning, seeing what they're doing, and then from there we will come up with our plan for the first week, and then everything changes. But generally the first week is our best time because not everyone and their dog is out here pressuring them. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can spot some elk tonight. Little bull. Little bull. Not bad for only being out 5 minutes. But we gotta find the big boys now. Alright, well, opening day. About 130 degrees out. And we are gonna try to get on some elk. We've been watching them for about a week now doing the same thing, so good chance they've completely changed the pattern. So that's what happens every time. But we'll see. If we get one, it's gonna be a mad dash to get them cool because they'll go bad real quick. Wish us luck and go from there.
Hey guys, cameraman Andy here. It's September 1st. Adam and I are sitting out in our blinds, and it was 32 degrees in the truck. If you can tell, sweat on my brow. She's a little toasty in the blind, so I've got a couple windows barely open here. I set up a blind in the field. Cow elk. Don't expect to see much until right before dark, but excited. We've been waiting all year for this. We've done a ton of scouting. Put up some blinds and some stands, so this is what it's all about. When you love hunting as much as we do, it doesn't matter how hot it is, you get out and just enjoy it. So Adam's in the other blind. We're going to be shooting some texts back and forth with progress updates here all night, and we're out September 1. Yeah, baby.
Well, this is the first time, I think, or one of the first episodes you guys have met Andy. So that was his first time behind the camera really talking to it.
Yeah, for sure.
How awkward is he?
Yeah, super awkward, wasn't it?
You know what? 10 years into it, I'm still awkward.
A little bit.
Just in life in general.
Pretty much, yeah.
But no, it's so funny when you watch back on yourself. It's like even when we were just watching the footage here, I watch my stuff and I'm just used to it now, but it's the weirdest feeling, especially when someone else.
Yeah, it was a little cringe-worthy. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but I was dying inside the first time.
Awkward.
There's 9 little bugs here, running back and forth. I'm a little screwed because I opened up my blind window to try and get a shot, but there they are. They're all little 2 points, 3 points, but hey, pretty wicked for opening night, I'd say.
Alright, so we've been sitting a couple hours. Not much. The elk have been showing up here every night between 5:30 and 7:30, 8 o'clock. Ask yourself right now, it is 7. So fingers crossed, I don't know what's going to happen. All we can do is wait and try. And I think I'm going to have a lot of seat time here, so fingers crossed it all works out. It's still probably 25 degrees out, so who knows, but stick around, we'll see if we can make it happen.
This segment of Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by Tooth of the Arrow Broadheads.
I got a cow. This is going to be hard to film. Alright. I have a bull over here calling. Right there. He's maybe 150, 200 out. I can't see him. Sounds like a little bull, or he's just really early. All those cows ran by. About 200 yards. There's more cows over here at the pond. I think these ones are coming down the joint. But that bull's giving a few chirps. It's still early for rut, but who knows? Gets the heart going. Lots of action. This is awesome. With anything else right now, it's all your brain thinks of. You're at work, you're thinking about it. You're driving home from work, you're thinking about it. Until you have the fever, I guess you don't know, but that's it. It consumes you. Those cows came out of nowhere. So they came off this big ridge. You can't see, but I was looking this way, not paying any attention, daydreaming. Turn around. They're 90 yards out. Coming across. Startled me. I called. And they walked out of my life.
Hey, good morning, guys. It's 5 after 5. I'm about to make my annual pilgrimage up to an area I've been hunting for over 20 years now. Kind of northeast of Grand Prairie, so I started last night with Adam, southern Alberta. I'm going to make the 9-hour drive to northern Alberta, so feeling good. I got about 32 minutes of sleep last night, but hey, that's what happens when you're excited and ready to go. Never gets old, guys. It never gets old. So wish me luck. I'm going to load up my 80 pounds of gear, actually close to 800 pounds of gear, and hit the road. Wish me luck. Hey guys, just cruising up the highway, probably about 4.5, 5 hours away from hunting camp still. It's a bit of a haul. But a funny story, as I was packing up my truck and getting ready to go, I had to run back into the house. Nature called, of course. And as I'm coming back down the stairs, I missed the third stair altogether. Did an absolute yard sale tumble. Fell down the stairs, crashed into the wall. Almost knocked over my wife's prized possession plant. Pretty much woke up the whole house, 2 teenage daughters, the dog, the wife. So lucky that I didn't break anything. I hit the ground pretty hard. Managed not to swear and curse, but holy did I get lucky. That would have ruined the whole trip if I would have broke a bone or sprained something. So I think the hunting gods threw me one, And now I'm just getting my mind in the game here, thinking about the hunt, thinking about how lucky I just was, and getting ready to go. My buddies I talked to this morning said the bulls were going like crazy last night. My buddy texted me this morning saying that they're going pretty hard this morning, which is crazy for September 2nd, and it's 20 degrees right now at 9:30. So yeah, it's supposed to be a hot one this weekend. We'll see what we can do. Got a week to try and make it happen, so stay tuned. Don't be an idiot like me. Don't fall down and ruin your hunt. We're living large here. We got the trailer, we got my buddy Ken. There he is, just getting some sun. And we got a couple quads to make the job a little bit easier. So it's gonna be an awesome, awesome week. Just hoping the temperature changes just a hair. By a hair, I mean about 10 to 12 degrees.
Yeah.
And there we go.
It is hot. It was 28 degrees when we left camp. So we're just gonna wait till it cools down a little bit. Definitely getting my tan on. Maybe I should have worn some bronzing lotion out here to really get a good farmer's tan. But anyways, it's 27. Hopefully it cools down a little bit, and we'll see what happens. So it's amazing what can happen when the sun goes down just a little bit. It cools right off. So I just heard a bull bugle. He's a ways away, probably 250. It's dead calm, so this could be a really good night. My buddy's behind me in another stand, probably 200 yards away. When you haven't been in this area for a while, every single bird sounds like a cow call. So, like that one right there, I don't know if you heard it. But anyways, we're getting into the golden hour here, so if I see anything, you'll see something. Well, we had a little bit of a quiet night in the stand here. Had a couple bulls bugle, nothing crazy, not too fired up yet, but what can you expect? It's September 2nd. And there was just a faint one in the distance, so they're not too fired up, but it's promising. Tomorrow's going to be another scorcher, so we're going to get up really early and go into a different spot where we've had a lot of success in the past, so never know.
This segment of Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by Portable Winch Company.
All right, so tell us about this wallow that you're hunting over.
Yeah, so I found this wallow back in probably 2003. I was just doing some scouting and walked into it, and it's an amazing spot. It's really produced well for us over the years. And back in 2003, we thought, you know what, this is perfect for a tree stand. We have harvested so many bulls out of here, bull elk, bull moose. This year I had an all-day sit, and it was hot. It was 25 degrees, whatever that is in Fahrenheit for our American friends.
87.
80, good. Pretty close, good conversion. And I sat there and I saw moose, calf moose, I saw some bears, I saw a spiker take a bath in this wallow just to cool down. It was super, super awesome. So no shooter bulls, but just sitting there undetected was amazing.
So elk, moose, bear, oh my.
Yeah, exactly, that's exactly what I said up there.
Awesome,
Yeah, it was
check
cool.
it out.
Welcome to day 3. It's a little windy out here this morning, which was good when we walked in because it's so loud. It's just really, really dry, so that was good to have a little bit of sound cover. It was about a 3K hike in, which doesn't seem like much, but it's so thick here, so you really got to pick your spots with the game cameras. You can hear that in the background, but there's 3 different bulls bugling. It's awesome. So anyways, I'm not going to call today. I think I'm just going to be quiet. My buddy behind me, the other tree stand's going to call. cool experience. That bull was probably 80 yards away in that thick alder. And then, like all smart bulls do, circled around to try and catch my scent. My buddy has a tree stand about 200 yards to the east, and he walked right in between us. And then he was 50 yards from me and alders raking. I couldn't even see him, I could just see the trees going. So that's the trials of hunting in northern Alberta like this, where it's just so thick. And unfortunately he didn't come into the shooting lanes, so my buddy's still calling, you can probably hear him. So maybe, we'll see. But we might just let this guy be and come back to the spot tomorrow. So close.
Not calling, eh?
So remember how I said I wasn't gonna call, I was just gonna sit and listen? Things changed. That bull came towards me, my buddy was calling in behind. I started calling, then all of a sudden it sounded like we had two bulls. We're calling from tree stands. In my mind, that was probably the biggest bull in that area. I never saw it, but as you guys heard, it was right there. So just a lesson learned. Sometimes if you have a caller behind you, maybe you just shouldn't call, and maybe that bull would have walked right out in front of me.
Never know.
Never know. Catch and release, hey?
Hey guys, it's the evening of day 3, and it is some windy in this tree stand. This is one of my most favorite places in this area. I found it about 15 years ago, and it's aptly named Andy's Muddy Hole, so we get a good chuckle. We've taken a couple bulls out of here in the past few years. It is super windy tonight. Got my safety harness here. I'm rocking pretty good in the tree, but hopefully it dies down. So last night I was in here and there was a little bull elk spiker. He was wallowing in that, having a drink, and he actually laid down and had a nap in it. It was so cold. So that was one of the coolest things I've seen. Followed by a cow elk, followed by a cow moose and a calf moose, and a little bull moose that the cow put a run on. So it was an awesome night. I'm kind of having my doubts tonight with how windy it is. You can see the trees moving pretty good behind me, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get some good footage tonight for y'all. So I just nailed a 5x5. The camera was in the way, so I moved it around the tree. And when I did that, I didn't hit record.
This segment of Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by Scent Relief that makes sense.
So, when you're filming a show, the whole key to the show is people want to see you shoot stuff. So what happened?
So I was set up in the tree stand. I had my camera arm. Everything was ready to go. Like you saw, it was so windy. I was blowing around like crazy. I actually wore my shorts in 3 kilometers. It was so hot. I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't going to call. All of a sudden, this bull walks in. I had not thought about this like I should have. My camera was right in my shooting lane. So, like, it's a cardinal sin for camera people not to hit record. I spun the camera arm around the tree, didn't hit record. I was at full draw, shot of my life, 43, 45 yards, and the elk dropped right there. When I looked at the camera, I thought, Adam's gonna kill me. And he did. Yeah, I got verbally scolded, but that's okay. So it was a good lesson for me. Just take that extra second. Some, well, it's not Oscar-worthy cinematography, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Oh, I smacked him at 45 yards. He's standing in the trees. He's about to go down. Hard shot. I'm just waiting for him to go down. Oh man. Holy crap. I didn't call him. He came right into the wallow. This is what it's all about. Okay, here we go. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably the worst cinematography ever. But I fumbled around with the camera so bad that I had to move it.
and it was about 43 yards when I ranged him. And then he took one step forward, opened up that front shoulder, and it was muscle reflex. Been practicing that shot all year, so dirt nap, baby. I got a lot of work to do. It's 7:15.
And there we have it. You know, another super successful hunt that wasn't caught on film, so it never actually happened.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It did happen. Tag was folded.
But this is, like we said, a two-part episode, so be sure to check in next week when him and I are both in the bow zone again and have one of the best nights ever for an elk hunt.
Epic.
So if you like this episode or any of the other ones, be sure to give us a like and follow on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And we will see you again here next week on Dirt Nap TV.
Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by these fine sponsors: Grizzly Targets, CWD Free, Archery World, TSC Archery, Precision Driven.
Hello YouTube friends. Hey, we got a favor to ask of you. Before you continue with this video, if you could give us a like and a subscribe, follow along, you know, get all the updates. We'll be uploading videos quite often. We're trying to do it every week or so now with some of the awesome footage that we have. Helps us grow, helps us get our following up, and you know what, we're doing this for you guys and we'd really appreciate the support. This is what helps us grow and you guys are the ones that can help us get there. So if you could smash that subscribe and like button, we'd appreciate it. Thanks.